So, Jenny, this quantum EFT, I've been hearing about it, and I know that you've got a new book out. What exactly is quantum EFT?
So quantum EFT is a blend of all my knowledge from EFT and matrix reimprinting, but I chose to not go on and be a matrix reimprinting trainer, and I blended my knowledge also from hypnotherapy. I'm a qualified clinical hypnotherapist and a past life regression hypnotherapist, and I was really called to the soul level work, particularly through the teachings of Cryon. And so I began with Lee Carroll's permission, who's the channeler for Cryon, to go ahead and blend all the techniques and his teachings. And one of his teachings was about mining the Akash. And the Akash is where all of your lifetimes are stored in your DNA, in what's called the junk DNA. So that's the multi-dimensional layers of your DNA. So you're all walking around with memories of all of your past lives influencing you now. And so we talk to the multidimensional layers of our DNA, just like in EFT we talk to our cells and our body. And we instruct those multidimensional layers of our DNA, but we include guides and higher self, so that we're including the whole spiritual self as well, and our whole lifetimes as a soul. So it's really soul level work where we're looking at a pattern and behavior that is occurring now in this life, and where does it come from? And often we're only looking at this lifetime, but we really need to see where does that actually come from as an origin in another lifetime on a soul level, because often it's just being re-triggered in this lifetime. And so by going back to the soul level stuff and tapping using quantum EFT, we use the same principles as matrix, where we go back in time, space and place in the quantumness of energy work, and we work back there wherever that is in a past life, in the womb as a child. But I find a lot more of my work is going to past life stuff, and so that's why I wrote the book Tapping into Past Lives, which has a lot of the examples from people in my workshops and their stories and where they went to and where this pattern originated. But we don't just look at the pattern, we look at the belief that was created back in that lifetime, and then change that and clear that. And often we will go from in that past life up into higher learning, and then bring the higher learning back down into that lifetime and change that lifetime, which then changes everything from then on. And it will often change, as you know, with matrix reimprinting, other people in that scene. So other souls in that lifetime that are souls in this lifetime, they change too. So as a past life hypnotherapist as well, I include past life regressions hypnotherapy in the workshops, and people go to different lifetimes with the intention of clearing something, and then with the intention of mining the Akash, which is where you go and look for positive characteristics and values and beliefs that you've had in other lifetimes and experience them, and bring that experience back and activate it through the meridians from the multidimensional layers of your DNA into the current physical DNA. So that's really special. And,
wow.
I've seen people's when we've cleared lifetimes from healers that were burnt at the stake or guillotined or tortured or whatever, when they've stepped into their power, and we've cleared that and then brought those healing abilities back into them now. And I saw one lady with who was a hands-on healer, and all the muscles in her arms and hands were twitching as we were activating them into the current DNA. They were just uncontrollably twitching. So it's quite amazing to see the physical evidence of this work.
Yeah. So, it sounds like you've taken the building blocks of EFT Matrix and just added some very beautiful layers to it.
Yes. It's an evolvement from Matrix, and I love Matrix, but I found that I was very much pulled to the soul level work and my past life regression stuff and the work of Cryon. And so I felt like my hands were a little bit tied, being under the Matrix umbrella as a trainer, because there's certain steps and things that you have to do as a trainer, and I wanted to have a little bit more leeway to be creative and to basically channel and go with the new energy and the new teachings and just keep evolving it, which is what I've been doing.
So I pretty much look forward to learning more about it, hearing some of those stories, and then experiencing some of those shifts you talk about, Jenny.
Yeah, great. I'm looking forward to it too.
Thank you. I'll see you there.
Thanks, Bennie. See ya.